about the cliffs of Dover. Well, we've got a cliff of Calais this year, and it looks like a pretty wind-blown cliff over there. What a wonderful flag we've given him as well. Hello, Cliff.
Hello, and here we go, and number one, and it's Ted Toleman, who's off across the line this very second. Linda, did you start the stopwatch? I hope you did. He caught us napping a little bit. I have to tell you that the winds out there are about 15 to 17 knots now, and there you see Ted belting along, and over the top of him he's got that Bell Jet Ranger, and of course on the throttles he'll have Smithy there. That's a 38-foot Bertram monohull. He'll be doing something like 80, 85 knots over there. He's a multi-champion, as we all know, as Art said. Hope he has better luck here than he did going round Britain. He sank on that one. The helicopter escort above the top of him there will give radio control. It'll show him the quickest way across that channel. A number of people you showed early on, Noel, unfortunately came to grief a little bit because the seas right in mid-channel were up to 10, 12 feet high. But anyway, Ted Toleman is on his way, and so will we. We'll be back with you. Keep your eye on Ted.
Thank you very much. It's one other quite interesting thing to note about Ted Toleman's effort. He brought that boat out of retirement, and he says whatever happens to it this afternoon, he's going to put it back into retirement as well. Toleman and Smithy Smith, and they are absolutely hammering their way along in that monohull craft. As we mentioned at the beginning of the programme, Ted took part in his catamaran in the Round Britain race recently, and fortunately all 4 crew members were rescued, but they sank. They went down off St Anne's Head, and they were out of that boat within some 26 minutes. The RAF pulled them out, which is great credit to the RAF. They're picked up obviously from our helicopter just off Dover, and you can tell by the way in which you see the water exploding under the boat just how much of a hammering they are getting. It looks so romantic, doesn't it? So gentle from that particular angle. It looks like the sort of thing you do on a Saturday afternoon for a little fun, maybe holding a gin and tonic in one hand. But at the moment, Ted Toleman's ankles are getting nearer to his ears with every one of those thumps. It really is a fascinating sport. He can't be far out from Dover. I wouldn't be surprised if Murray and the people in Dover can probably see him fairly soon. Ted Toleman! And I wonder what the time on this is going to be. Ted Toleman arriving in Dover. He's probably had the roughest ride in the sense he has been hammering his way through those seas. That's nothing new to Ted. He was for 5 years the British offshore champion in his Class 1 boat. And look at that. That gives you some idea of how it can ruin your breakfast. Ted Toleman and Smithy Smith coming into Dover. From that angle, I can't tell you whether they've crossed the line. I would love to know what the time is. Maxine, have you got any idea what time we've got on that at the moment? About 26 minutes. That has got to be considered fast under these conditions, 26 minutes. On board that boat you're looking at, there are 53 passengers, 2 cars. One of the fastest car variants. He still seems to be tramping on a bit, so I assume he hasn't crossed the line. Knowing Ted, he'll probably pass right through the rescue boat. Ah! There's the ferry. See, I'm good at ship recognition. I spotted that immediately. That was, without a shadow of a doubt, that was a ferry. Now he's throttling back a bit. There we have it. That is our line, and he plops over it. And if he can unscramble his brain, there's his helicopter above. We'll be having a chat with him a little bit later. Time?
27.6 seconds.
27 minutes
6 seconds.
and 6 seconds. Ted is going to be extremely pleased with that.